Hey guys, how you doing tonight? Today, whatever time you're listening to this.
Hey.
And so, excuse us if we happen to look down because we're looking at the
We got
screen.
equipment and stuff everywhere.
Yeah,
Because we're doing this one.
on our honeymoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate this. I don't know why this turn. I don't know if this turn Wi-Fi be streamlined because it got like
full bars.
and that be to my so but anyway. So
Yeah.
Topic of the day is
Who comes first? Your
your
partner?
or your kids. So this is what we're going to be jumping into after the intro.
So get your headphones set up. Get your earphones plugged in if you have those. Or just turn us up as loud as you can and enjoy the show.
Woohoo! All right,
Peace,
so
love, and blessings
love that intro.
from the fantabulous Myrtle Beach.
And we are Mr. and Mrs. Take Over the World
Yes.
live
On vacation.
vacation, Myrtle Beach, like she said.
Honeymooning, enjoying life.
Yes.
Taking a break from enjoying our partners and taking a break from the kids.
Yes. Which they're kind of pissed that we're on our honeymoon. They tried to come, but
so we had to leave them behind.
Mm.
So in this case, my partner came first.
Yep. I think this is what a choppy,
dicey situation.
Yes.
Yeah. Most people agree with us. Oh, the kids ain't supposed to go with you on the honeymoon. But on a normal basis, if we go on vacation, we almost always try to take the kids with us. This is actually not the first time that we have been alone on vacation or on a break. But most times when we do take a vacation or a break, because we're handling business, making a business move, or he's
getting my
going
treatment.
To his, doctor's appointment.
So we just turning it into a little vacation.
Yeah. So kids don't always get to go. I think we have taken them at least twice. I think twice. Maybe once. Okay, they're bad. Shame on us. But most of the time they were in school. And the one time that they did go with us, it was summertime and they weren't in school. So we were able to.
We went to the
trampoline. They only went to the beach with their dad. So yeah.
That's why they didn't go.
They didn't get to go.
Yeah.
But at home in our home life, I think, I don't know, as a unit, I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, sweet, but we normally try to make sure the kids come first. We together make sure the kids come first. We don't put the kids over. I don't put the kids over him, and then he doesn't put the kids over me. It's like a collective effort. We make sure the kids are straight first, and then we make sure each other is straight, or we can do each other straight and then settle the kids in.
I think it seems that way.
Yeah.
It seems that way.
I think we work it in for everybody. Yeah, nobody comes first.
And in reality, I think when it comes down to we try to take care of each other first, which allows us to do more for the kids.
Yes.
Which in hindsight, it may seem as though the kids are first, but I think that's what the bad thing is because
and it plays a lot. I think society places a lot of emphasis on that too.
Yeah, And with these being my step kids, that's another difficult thing because now you have to you yourself, and that was like the beginning of the relationship. You're like, hey, my kids are important. So if my kids don't like the situation, now granted, I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all can come at me all you want to, but some of y'all got some bad kids or some kids where they just feel that ain't nobody gonna replace the other parent, regardless of how much this person is trying to be there for them. It's just they're like, no, 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 and that's when that partner of yours has to make the
I think
executive decision.
I opened the door and made it available to my kids and let them know, hey, mommy's gonna be dating, mommy's gonna be seeing other people other than your dad, and it's gonna have to be okay. But I did also let them know I'm not gonna pick anybody or be with anybody that you're uncomfortable with being around, because it's not fair to them. Because I'm allowing someone else to come in and intrude on, not necessarily say intrude, but to some it may seem that way, to impede or be in their space.
Mm-hmm.
And that is important that they still be in a safe space, regardless of who my partner is. I still want my big kids to be able to come to me and talk to me and tell me stuff. And sometimes the girls tell him stuff that they don't say to me.
Yeah.
But I have such a great relationship with him that anything comes across the plate, he's gonna bring it to me and be like, "Hey, this is what we're dealing with."
Yeah.
It's not gonna be no secrets, no. Well, the kid told me not to tell you. He understands that I'm a concerned parent and I'm gonna be like on top of whatever needs to be taken care of, and I'm gonna also ask his opinion on how to take care of it. So, do kids come first or not?
The dynamic is up to you. Again, your kids can't come first if you're not. Yeah, your kids can't supposedly come first if you're not in a good head place.
Yeah.
So,
with us being on the same page about how things are gonna kind of go or how we're gonna tackle things as they come, makes it easier for us to decide how to handle situations that deal with the kids. As far as us pick up and drop off, we have to handle with a fine tooth comb because of stipulations, but there's also limited help too. So communicating is important.
Communication.
Very important.
Something that you'll probably hear us if you haven't heard the other seasons.
Oh, Lord. We probably be talking to each other in our sleep, communicating.
communication. Yeah. And then behind
comprehending the communication.
I often say behind communication, comprehending what has been communicated is even equally important than the communication by itself, because I can communicate to her all day. She can communicate to me all day.
But if I don't understand what he's saying, then we kind of have bumping heads.
Where you ask, hey, you
I really mean what I said? Did you really understand what I said?
Yeah.
Then there's the. You gonna say something? How people say who gets what plate first. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Excuse my language. Who really gives a damn? Like, who cares? So long as everybody eats, that's all that matters. Now, in the situation that you're the woman and you're home cooking dinner, then if your husband asks, hey, can you have dinner ready when I get home, and you're available and you have the time to do that, I could see you having fed the kids first, and then when he gets home, feed him his plate. Cool. And it's vice versa in our household. I work and we operate kind of like really a single family home. Like we really got one vehicle, one home. Yeah. And so we make sure we communicate. Hey, I get off at this time. He lets me know what he is or isn't doing, and we kind of decide, all right, are we cooking dinner together tonight? Do we need to pick something up? And then we a lot of times go based on whether or not the kids have eaten already, but at their after school program, or
because she gets off late, so
and then they have an allowance too. So with whomever keeps them after school, they're able to say, hey, I'm hungry, I want to eat before my mom or dad gets me, or I want to eat before I get home.
Because again, she gets off late, so around about the time she gets off is bedtime, and it's kind of
try to make the process quick.
Yeah.
But if we get off in time, say I get off early or if my day off, we usually like it depends on who's available to cook or if we want to cook that day. We'll say, hey, let's cook dinner. And normally he and I cook together because it's a bonding experience for us and we like cooking because we like food.
We like food.
So we'll cook together 95% of the time.
Yeah.
And we almost always fix the kids' plates first.
Yeah.
Based on whatever we cook.
Yep.
And I don't say I fix the plates because it's we. Like he normally beats me to fixing the plates. He'll already have the kids' plates set out, and then he'll ask me, "What do you want on your plate?" And as he's going to take care of the kids' plates, and he's fixing my plate or whatever, depending on how it works or where the kids are, you know, I'll fix his plate. And sometimes he'll already have his plate fixed or set up. So we just work together. We make sure we eat together at least once a week as a family. And it's not a matter of who gets their plate first. We make sure all the plates are on the table. Everybody clears their heads, clear their stuff of technology, and we get around the TV and we watch a movie together.
Or we just talk.
Play a game or talk, and it's our family night.
Time. Yeah,
and we continue that like all the time. Yeah. So, anytime we have time to get together, it's not a matter of put the partner first, put the kids first, partner first, put the kid first. Partner's always first in this situation. It varies.
Again, this is all opinion, not placing what we do on you guys, but really think about it. We put so much stipulation on who's first, who's last, and if I'm not first, then I'm not important. And we're really like teaching our kids these same things. And so now if you have a house full of kids, they're sitting in there thinking, okay, since mom is spending more time with this child, then they don't love me. Where it may not even be that you're spending more time with this child, because we have a situation where we have one outgoing child and then a child just and a child that's like I don't feel like doing nothing. We have to put in a chokehold.
And the other one's like, oh, we should do this. We should do this. So we have a large dynamic. So it's easier for us to say, hey, we're going to collectively do this as a whole. And we're all going to do it together.
Yeah.
And 95% of the time, they're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we want to do that. And it works.
Yeah, because I was just going to add that where if you were on the outside looking in, you would think that we spend time with the youngest than anything. No, it's the youngest spending time with us.
Yeah, she kind of she got you butt
in and just bars and not, and I'm not saying in a sense of being a problem.
No, at times she can be overbearing. I'm not gonna tell her. I'm her mother, and sometimes it's like, oh girl, go, leave me be, give me a break,
Yeah. So somebody outside sees that, they can sit up here and be like, oh my God, you spend more time with that child. No.
And it's amazing too, because he'll take the time and say, well, babe, your mom needs a break.
Yeah.
Go have a seat. Go find something to do. Or, hey, you want to go do something downstairs? You want to go play a game? You want to watch anime or something? Your mom needs a break right now. He's really good about that, making sure the whole house is balanced. So, we check on the kids on a regular basis. Nobody stays in their room too long alone. Yeah. It's a mutual effort. We do it collectively.
Yeah. So the coming first thing is like,
of course, he's the head of the household. He's the man, but the head doesn't work without.
But she makes
the body and the tail.
She makes more than me, and it's a thing of
financially, I'm head of household, but collectively, I think we still are mutually head of household.
I was gonna say it's no.
I don't do anything without telling him or asking him.
And it's the same. So I don't think
who comes first.
There's an importance. So this topic is really to sit and ask seriously.
Does it really
matter?
Matters. Yeah, do what works for you and your situation. Like, everybody's situation is different. So long as we function together as one unit, like I think everything normally goes pretty smoothly.
Men, I don't put so much pressure on a woman to, oh, she better have my food ready by the time I get home because I work a 9 to 5. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, due to the fact of my illness and having to flip scripts and be an at-home dad, I seriously got the crash course of what it takes to be a stay-at-home mom in a sense. And I'm only saying stay-at-home mom because that's what
normally we expect
society is, a woman to stay at home, take care of the kids, take care of the house.
And then you got to imagine, I am a mother, a working mother, and I have been a wife prior to this. So it's just like I expected things to be done a particular way. So just imagine you coming into that situation with me and my kids.
Yeah.
And at first, I really will say that I did have a strong hold on. This has to be done a particular way because I was just used to doing things a particular way, and I was used to doing it myself.
Stuff herself. Yeah.
You know, I was used to working all day, going home, cooking, calling the kids down to dinner. Because again, in my case, kids were always eating first if that was what it was, you know. And then husband came home later, and you know, I fixed his plate, or his plate was in the microwave waiting on him, or whatever. And it was what it was. It wasn't a matter of you ain't fixed my food first, so you don't think I'm first. My ex definitely was not, thankfully, was not, you know, beating the bush on that. A lot of men really.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, man, you gotta stop this
because it's hard.
Yeah. Women are at home working too. If they are working, if they are a stay-at-home mom, it is a job.
Yes.
And they do need time too because that's exactly what they're doing. The kids are coming first. You're taking them to their rehearsals, their get-togethers. You're planning play days. You're packing snacks. You're cooking. You're getting them up in the morning.
Then you have to keep the house clean.
And you gotta keep the house clean. Let alone
after you put the kids.
You gotta take care of the man. So I'm like, I don't know. Again, what's that quote? Not a quote. What's that title of a man that simp if he's not this bombarding and put a woman in a place type thing? That's stupid. And I'm saying it's stupid.
Or even still, we can do it vice versa. Happy wife, happy life. You know, a man could be doing everything a woman wants done, and it's still not being enough
for her.
You know, for her,
because she's not first.
He could be putting her first or top of the line on the pedestal, and it still is not working out. You know,
because it's not her first. It's not the type of first that she's looking for, even though it may be a first.
Right.
So again, at the end of the day, who cares who's first?
Happy spouses, happy houses. Happy spouse, happy house. If I'm happy and he's happy, then we can happily make
the house happy. Yes,
the whole house is happy. The house is good. If he's stressed out and I'm tired, then the kids are gonna be aggravated because kids sense that stuff.
Yep.
They can tell when they're not cared for, wanted,
and it's hard having a family first, and it gets split, and then you start building a whole nother family because you definitely have to take in consideration that there's other parties involved, and so it makes it even harder on that first thing because that first thing does play a vital part in it because now you're not seriously if you're not on the same channel when it comes to communication and whatnot and the other houses and stuff. So the child goes to whomever house and they're getting this red carpet type experience.
Kids first on a pedestal.
Yes, yeah. And so
and then they come home
and they feel like, oh my God, mama, you're killing me, or daddy, you're killing me. I get to do this over there type thing. And it's just not fair to each other, you know. And I think that's like probably one of the hardest things to do when you have a split house like that. It's not really that many couples have breaking up, and regardless if they were married or not, but just having separate houses is like one of the hardest things.
But I don't know, some couples do better separate than they do
No,
together,
no,
and
but
they can
it's
actually
rare.
make good cognitive decisions.
But it's rare.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh man, this would the thing that grinds your gears, the doing what's for the best interest of the children. Sometimes the best interest of the children is to take the children off of such a high pedestal, and
Yeah.
sometimes you got to put your partner.
We got to put your partner first.
Your partnership.
Yeah,
first.
your partnership. That, you
Your
know what?
relationship
Because it's both. It's not just a single partner. It's both partners.
Because I may do something that makes you feel uncomfortable, and you're like, well, I don't think I want to do it that way. I don't think that's the best fit for us, and I have to be open to listening to those options.
And it's still the same thing. I may say the same thing, and she was like, this ain't gonna fly.
Or we can say, all right, let's bring the kids in and let's see what we can do to modify the situation.
We've done that too.
Yeah. So I think it's a team effort. It's not a first, second, or third. Like if we playing a game of baseball and everybody's doing their part, playing the field, somebody playing the field, somebody playing catcher, somebody running home. If we're going against each other,
knowing your role at the end of the day, that's what comes first.
You have to swap out with the catcher to give, and be the catcher to give the pitcher a chance to give his arm a break. Or, you have to run the outfield to get a first baseman a break. You got to be able to flex yourself and move around the field. You got to be able to be well-rounded. We can't just be, I'm first all the time. First all the time.
So I think that's the change in the narrative of this conversation. Having that teamwork. Teamwork comes first. Mm-hmm. That's what comes first.
I mean, including the kids, letting them understand.
That's what I mean, teamwork, as in the whole.
Y'all are not first all the time. We understand y'all are important. Y'all have an opinion. It's okay to talk to me about your opinion.
Yep.
But we're going to still make a collective decision for the whole as a collective.
Yeah.
For the best effort of everybody involved. I think our kids are pretty good at understanding that.
Yeah, kind of like the conversation we had earlier today about going to
yeah. Well,
so.
We're going to have a conversation about that too.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a bonus track.
That's it.
Friends, family, and outside friends.
Yeah.
Bringing in outside children. I don't know. The play dates. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a conversation about play dates.
Dun, dun, dun.
I got to have a conversation about play dates with my baby first.
She's make sure to have her own.
Ooh. Yeah, we should bring her in.
On that conversation, yeah.
I feel in. I don't know. She probably like, no, I feel like I'm in trouble. I don't want to talk about it.
Nah, she'd probably run and jump, especially if we did the video for her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, they're gonna see me.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll be excited for them.
Yeah.
I'm excited for them. But
it's still kind of.
We understand, but that's definitely a family.
This is uncharted territory for her. So we got to get an understanding of.
It's uncharted territory for her. Uncharted territory for me.
Oh yeah,
because
that's right.
We've had a few play dates, but not a lot.
Okay.
So this is her first play date where she actually is picking friends of her own.
Yeah.
Because normally mommy, whoever my friends are, their kids are about the same age.
Okay, gotcha.
We mutually, get together, hang out, and the kids go play. So yeah.
You're not gonna like it. I didn't like it. But I'm just playing. No, I was just playing.
It might not be.
I end up with a lot of extra kids.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, for the longest time, no matter where I went, even when I was at work at Walmart, and I saw kids. Oh, that's Mariah. That's so mama. And I'm like, how do they know who I am? They know me.
It was a good influence there.
I guess so.
So guys, on every episode we have a question and a poll. So feel free to interact.
We ain't popular, we ain't big, but we get in there with time and we're moving along. And we just want to talk about real, raw, relevant conversations.
Yeah, so if you have a question that you would like for us to tackle, or if you really want to know more things about us that we haven't talked about, depending on how risque they are, we are very transparent. We will jump on that title and I'm really
clearing that up.
what?
Yeah, some subjects I just ain't gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Yep, this is what I do.
Oh,
This is what I don't do.
You're not gonna talk about how big my butt is? How you think? How sexy?
That's gonna be a real small topic.
Ah.
Ew.
Well, anyway, so
you walk right into it.
we yeah.
We appreciate your time.
Yeah. Share it. And
share, comment, like, subscribe. We're probably gonna put this on YouTube.
Yeah, we're
Facebook.
So the YouTube is basically a couple of seasons behind. This is our first season where Spotify we were selected to have our podcast
so
video.
go out and watch these videos. Yeah, we look good.
Yes, we.
Come look at
Yes,
us.
yes. And for those that are already looking at us, we look fly.
Thank you. We do it for you, baby.
Let me move my hat.
Oh Lord. Oh, you got it in your eye,
baby. Thank you. Oh, girl, I messed up my edges. Until next week, guys. We totally appreciate it. And bonuses come from everywhere, so you never know when the bonus drops.